there, everybody. I don't know what your favorite food is, but if I had to pick, I probably would say chocolate. And I love chocolate. And I've loved studying about the process of making chocolate. And I have taught that before in a countries and cultures class. And I had the great opportunity to go to the Dominican Republic and go to a factory where it was owned by all women. And it was to help women to have jobs so they could help take care of their families. And we got to start at the process of planting the seeds, and then to the roasting, and then to the picking off of the shell, cracking that, and then we got to taste some cocoa nibs, and then that's before they mix the sugar and the fat in, so it's really bitter. But I like that too. And so I just was at my sister's house, and I found this book on her shelf, How God Gives Us Chocolate, and I thought, oh, I would have liked to have read this years ago and never did. So I'm going to read it now for the first time. It was written by Henrietta D. Gamble and illustrated by Jan Arness. God gives us sweet brown chocolate to eat and enjoy. We can have chocolate candy, cake, ice cream pie, and even chocolate milk. Here it said, tours daily. I love to go on tours because you can learn so much. Chocolate comes from only one place in the whole world, down near the equator, in the middle of the earth. The chocolate trees grow there and in the jungles, where it's very hot, wet, and sunny all the time. God gives the jungle lots of rain, warm sunshine, and good, rich soil. Then the chocolate trees begin to grow, tiny buds on their trunks and branches. The buds burst open and tiny little flowers appear. They bloom for a short time, and then they fall off. And where each flower was, a small pod begins to grow. The pods grow big and long. They soon look like melons hanging on the chocolate trees. Inside the pods are lots and lots of white seeds. Yes, chocolate seeds are white at first. Later they turn brown. See the pods hanging from the tree? At harvest time, workers use big, sharp knives to cut the pods from the trees, open them up, and place the white beans in the sun to dry. Slowly, very slowly, the white beans turn a rich red-brown color. He's got his big machete. When the chocolate beans are dry, they are put into large bags, and off they go to the chocolate factory. At the factory, the chocolate beans are cleaned and separated, little beans together and big beans together. All of the beans, big and little, are cooked by roasting. As they roast, the shells crack off and fall off. Roasting causes the chocolate beans to turn a dark, dark brown color. Then at last, the smell of chocolate comes from the dark brown beans for the first time. Up until then, they don't taste good and they don't even really smell very good until they're roasted. Next, the roasted chocolate beans are rolled between huge, big rollers. The beans crack into thousands and thousands of little pieces called nibs. The little nibs don't stay nibs for very long. They are ground and smashed and squished and squashed by another big machine until they're nothing left but thick, dark chocolate syrup. Sometimes milk and powdered sugar are added to the syrup to make it taste even better. Now comes the most important step in making chocolate. It's called conching. The conching machines have big, heavy rollers that beat the chocolate and move it back and forth for several days. The longer the conching time, the better the chocolate tastes. Can you see why conching is the most important step in making chocolate? After conching for several days, the creamy chocolate is poured into molds. Some candy molds are big, some are small, some are shaped like rabbits, or even a ball. The molds are cooled and then the chocolate shapes harden. Then slowly and carefully the molds turn over and empty the brown chocolate treats. The chocolate bars and special things are wrapped in paper, put in boxes, and sent to the stores. They are ready for you to buy and eat. Thank you, God, for chocolate so sweet, dark and rich. What a wonderful treat. That is a good thing to thank God for, isn't it? I love it.